I know the amount that I'm the target that I want to work on, like my income every day, and I did very, very well. Matter of fact, Top Step contact me and they said they're watching me to certain thing that they want to invite me to trade with different level. And right after that, my head kind of getting big. I trade big and I blow it. So watch for the size. That's my trading. That's what I'm doing every day.
Hey, welcome back. Here at the Market Mamas podcast, I cover a wide range of topics from the intricacies of day trading to mindset mastery and psychological growth, with the goal of the conversations being next level growth for all of us. My name is Becky, and I'm a US-based futures day trader from the Pacific Northwest. My trading experience includes trading stocks, options, crypto, and futures, with both trading a personal account as well as with prop funding companies. Over time, I found that I most enjoy the fast-paced world of intraday futures trading, so that is my primary day trading focus now. Thank you for joining me on the Market Mamas podcast today. Hey guys, Becky from Market Mamas here, and I absolutely love talking to other traders because in my personal life, I don't know that many, honestly, like that I see day to day. And so within my community, I really appreciate the relationships that I have built with traders that trade alongside me, and then we talk about our experience with, and we kind of grow together. And so I'm always reaching out. I really love having guests on the show. So if anyone's debating, please let me know. You're welcome. But today I'm so happy to welcome my friend and fellow trader, David. So David, thank you for coming on. And we trade together under the same mentor, Jermaine, now. But correct me if I'm wrong, but you didn't start with him. Where did you start learning trading?
I start with a different group for about 5 years, and I learned a lot from it. But I could not find my favorite entries, basically. Get out is easy, but getting in, I keep working on it, and it looks like getting better and better every day.
Yeah, nice. That's similar. Like you start learning and then you learn enough to be dangerous and to know you want to be a good trader, but you got to keep fine tuning it as we go, huh?
Yep. And I'm still working on it. But I'm happier and happier every day with my entries. So
we get better with time.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you do any swing trading, David, where you hold over days, or you just day trade like me?
I do. I trade stocks also, and that one for long term. It's not day trading is every day, but the other one is separate. The other one is more like long term trading.
Yeah.
It's not like get in and out and
yeah. So you don't micromanage it.
Not quite.
Yeah.
No.
Are you trading the Dow mostly now too, or what's your favorite instrument?
Yeah, I'm trading mostly Dow right now.
Yeah, that's what we all kind of got into at our community. It's been good.
Yep.
Yeah. What other work did you do before trading?
I am an investor in real estate. We also in salon business and real estate.
Yeah, you're a businessman.
Yeah.
Do you feel like the way that you have to behave in business crosses over to trading, or they're really pretty different career?
It influenced me a lot, the way I trade, and basically almost like your personality in trading. In trading, it looks like to myself like a baby in the business, and I find my own tune, and I find what I'm good at and what my strength and weakness, basically. And look like I'm a little baby growing up and in trading.
I feel that way too. Like my career, I think is nursing, and so I felt so established there. I'm 19 years a nurse, so trading, I feel like a baby too. Like I feel like you really do. It's a whole different ball game, and you have to learn from the ground up, like walking.
Yeah.
And
falling down a lot.
Yeah.
And try to get up and get back on and learn how to walk and run.
Yeah.
And sometimes running too fast.
How do you see it playing out for us as we get deeper into it? Then we're going to be children traders and then teenage traders, right? It's getting better, you said, right?
I'm getting better. Yes. I'm happier.
Yeah.
And
I feel like that's been big for me, just recognizing that experience is what counts. And so every day, every week, every month that we trade, we're slowly getting better.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
I think that's all matter.
Yeah. Why do you want to trade if you have other business ventures and a happy family and all? What's the draw for you?
I always want to trade. And when I was much younger, I did not have the opportunity. So when the time came and I just got in and I love it. I have done it almost every single day. Get up every day and try to work on it and fine tune with it.
It's like it's a love, it doesn't feel for me like work either, because we put forth so many hours, but it's because we love it. Like we're interested, we find joy in it, we want to pursue it and get better.
Yep, I love what I'm doing.
I think there's a saying like you'll never work a day in your life if you love it. Yeah, I sometimes on the hard days I'm like I don't have to do this, like I have a full life and family and another job. But then I keep coming back the very next day, and it's for that factor. Like it's a genuine, deep interest in something that I really want to get good at.
Yeah, my wife and my daughter kind of really impressed the way I get up every morning and consistently
Yeah,
for the last 7 years.
because you don't have to.
Nope.
Yeah,
Uh,
my husband too. I think he probably thought I would like burn out of it, like because I was never really a super morning person. I would always if I had to, but now it's like you're right. Like we're choosing this early wake up call because you're West Coast as well, right?
Yep, I'm in Arizona.
Oh, okay, yeah. We have to use an alarm to trade to get up.
Yeah, sometimes kind of early.
Well, so you mentioned falling down as a trader. Do you have any tips for us 7 years in on what has helped you like get back and recover from losses? Like what do you do if you need to get back on a good streak?
In general, in life, I look from the bottom up, like a glass of water. I look, anything in it, I'm happy with it. So when I fell down, and many times that even my daughter said, you might think about kind of like getting out. I said, no, I'm getting better, and I know why I felt. And every time I felt because I trade larger. And recently, a very good trader remind me, what for your size that you trade? And every time I got excited, I got in it, and that's when I got in trouble.
That's interesting you say that because that's been me too. If I am not managing my personal conditions and my greed, FOMO, whatever, and I over leverage, just taking the extra risk, you get in deep, and then it's a lot of leverage. So that's really a great point.
Yes. Matter of fact, that's my weakness. I look back in the history of trading. That's the only thing that took me down. And if I can control the size, I'm doing great. Very, very well.
Yeah. And I have to say that you're so transparent too. Like you don't try to like hide or bury or like ignore when you do something wrong. You'll like come up onto the live stream and you'll tell Jermaine, our mentor, like, I did this and you're just matter of fact, and you pay attention and you listen to his feedback. And it's really, I think that's powerful to be open to the feedback and the growth.
Well, I'm not afraid to face my own mistake, because there's no reason for me to hide, because I want to learn. And in anything that
Yeah.
I'm not born to be perfect in trading. And well enough that we're facing with the big boys and girls out there. So
Yeah. That's very powerful. I think being able to not hold on to our ego and to recognize that we want to learn and improve and get better. And so then we have to like fully face it all.
yes, I watch that like a hawk, because it doesn't do anything good for me, because I want to learn, and I'm not afraid to hear criticism. That's the only way that I can learn.
I love that you say that because I think sometimes people don't want to show something they're not proud of, or they don't want to talk about it when they've had a rough day, but rather it's way more fun to talk about the wins, right? But there's not as much growth in that. Yeah.
When it's easy to say to talk about, but the other one is like a solid.
Yeah.
But I made mistake. I admit it.
Yeah. That's probably what's kept you kind of level in this game, is being able to weather it and ask questions and get feedback and not hold on to a grudge, I guess. Like,
no, and it is not easy. It is, trading is not easy. It's a very dynamic, and right now I'm talking about myself. I'm watching it every single day. Every day, I have to remind myself, because it's very easy to have a FOMO or revenge trade or greed.
yeah, it's very sneaky. Like I have days where I can also like fall into really bad habits that I know and recognize don't serve me, like revenge trading and over trading, or over leveraging. But sometimes you just click and you're like, what do you do Do you have something that is your go-to? Like if you feel the urge to do any of those bad habits that saves you now as you're growing as maturity? Like do you walk away? Do you exercise? Do you go for a walk? Do you call somebody? Or do you just feel like you're past that?
Try to walk away to have a drink of water, and that helps.
Okay. What do you do before market opens? Can I ask what you're like are you a meditator or a step out, cold shower, fresh air? What do you have any habits that serve you?
I'm a meditator.
Okay. How long do you try to meditate for in the morning?
When I sit down, probably about 15, 20 minutes, up to half an hour. But I try to do that all the time, all day long. Whenever I don't have anything to do, and I try to watch it.
I'm so jealous, David. I really teach me because I have tried so much. I have so much positive influence in my life. I mean, Jermaine and Waji and Peter and Yashwant also have really encouraged me on meditation. And I struggle so much with quieting my mind. But when I have been able to have really peaceful moments, I feel so centered when I get up. So I think maybe just the fact that you crave it and you do it all throughout your day, I don't know, it feels like more natural for you.
It is not quite natural. I work very hard on it, because sometimes we talk to ourselves all the time. And sometimes you talk to different people in your mind that, you don't even notice. So whenever I catch myself doing that, and I told myself to get back, to my own, and instead of thinking something that negatively, and I think about something that more helpful.
So you're just constantly redirecting your thoughts to where you want them to be.
I always point backward. I look backward instead of outward, because when I look outward and sometimes I catch myself fighting verbally or mentally with somebody that I know, and I say, wait, this is long time ago. So I say, okay, and let it go, and acknowledge it. And I look back and I say, things about something that more helpful. And that will cut the thought that I was on, and it helps.
How do you feel like that impacts your trading, that habit?
Help me to become to calm me down a lot. And I found myself that I'm calmer and calmer every day.
Yeah. Probably like as the candles are printing, they don't make you as anxious and fight or flight, but you can just be more patient and let it happen.
Yes, and every time I caught myself in FOMO, like anxiety, I acknowledge, hey, you're anxious right now, and you're upsetting right now, and you're very greedy right now. I told myself. I try to recognize it. That helped me right away.
Yeah.
Or when they're upset, I say, hey, you're upsetting right now.
Right.
So that helps a lot.
I think sometimes just calling it out, instead of just feeling the emotions and trading the emotions, probably saying, like recognizing to yourself, I am feeling greedy and anxious. That recognition alone should cue you to know that you need to walk away or breathe or step back from the computer or whatnot.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So are you intending on being a trader for many more years?
I hope.
Yeah.
One day at a time.
For any novice traders that are watching, what would you tell them? What would you tell your younger trader self that you think would help the most?
Watch what you're doing and watch the size of your trading. That's the only thing that took me down in trading.
Do you feel like trading smaller and letting accounts slowly grow is the most beneficial then, or trading like a medium size and going heavier when you see a great setup? Or do you always just try and keep it on the smaller side and be patient with the growth?
That's what I'm working on right now. Consistently, every day that I know the amount that I'm the target that I want to work on, like my income every day. And I did very, very well. Matter of fact, Top Step contact me, and they said they're watching me, and they want to certain thing that they want to invite me to trade with different level. And right after that, my head kind of getting big. I trade big, and I blow it. Watch for the size that you're trading.
I think that's a big factor. And I think we've seen that there's been conversations about it in different contexts. But, sometimes with the prop firms, when they have different offers or when they're talking about changing rules or advancing you, it can make you feel some kind of way. Like I experienced this last year, especially where I was faced with some changes with my platform, and it made me trade worse going through that because it just made me feel like eyes were on me, and I had to like change what I was doing that got me success and profitability, and then that bit me in the ass. It's like if we can just tune out the noise, whatever noise it is, whoever's coming at us or whatever we think we need to do, it's more powerful, which I guess goes to how you use meditation as well, tuning out the new noise from your head or from an external force. Same kind of deal.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'm working on right now. Try to watch my emotion.
Yeah.
And what is going on in my mind. And that helps a lot.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm anxious or FOMO or greedy. Like last Friday, my greed took me by surprise. I was in the right trade, in the right side of the market, and it was running big. And I thought it would never stop. I moved my stop loss to like break even. I could have walked away, and that income was about a week of my expectation. And I came back down to that and like, that was greed.
Yeah.
Cost me thousands and thousands of dollars. I did not lose that trade, but I could have had a big piece of the market from the greed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy to get rid of. But at least I know that was my mistake. That cost. I could have made tons of money instead of
because you had it. You were in profit a good amount, and had you shut it down then and been content instead of wanting it to just keep going. Oh, I've been there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a hard lesson to learn. I mean, I think it helps. One way to mitigate that I found is scaling at least. So like cutting off at least half the position at a good place, because then if it comes back on your entry, I think it's easier to manage not giving it all back. But even in the moment, it is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Been there.
Trading is not easy.
Yeah. If people say trading is easy, sure. Like I think the technicals, we can learn them, right? There's a lot of technical skills that we can learn and get good at and recognize quality setups. But then it's the emotional part that's the real work, which, I mean, you've seen Market Mama's episodes. Like that's the whole core of this podcast it's the crux of a trader's journey is if they can do this emotional management and psychology management and be able to manage their own selves when they're at the charts. I think we are our own most important projects in this life. And so to realize our shortcomings and the ways that we could be better and to focus on being our ideal selves creates the better outcomes on the charts. And I think that's everything you're speaking to is, sure, you've gotten better with entry, exits, and trade setups, but even now, still, you're working through the emotional management in order to continue to be profitable.
Last time we were talking in a group, you probably weren't there. That lucky that I know a person. He was also a trader, one of the quite well known back then. But now he's completely not allowed to trade because of the family, And I met him again a couple of weeks ago. Before he walks away, he said, "David, I asked him, give me an advice, before you go." He said it is from his own. And he said, "David, watch for the side you're trading." That's it. And he walked away. Watch for the side.
Yeah. And he's not trading anymore, but he did for a long time. And sometimes the lessons can really hurt.
That alone, it happened to me many times in the past. So
yeah, I think we learn these lessons, but we have to really learn them. It's like how many times we need to burn our hand on the stove to recognize to just stop touching.
Yeah, trading is a different scenario because in a personal life, I'm very disciplined. But in trading, that little baby trader, I have to discipline that baby many times. And
he's testing limits.
Oh, yeah.
That's an important lesson, and I appreciate you sharing that because I think it's really valuable. I think that the allure, like we're in day trading because we can make a lot of money, right? And so the allure of big payouts is really appealing to all of us that are traders. That's just a reality, I think. And so to recognize we have to moderate ourselves so that we don't shoot ourselves in the foot. We can be on a winning streak and then we get a big head. We can really cause harm to ourselves. And so I appreciate you coming on, and like that's a really good reminder for all of us.
Watch for the side we trade.
That's what we're going to have to call this episode because it's really important. I hope that everyone kind of remembers, that of all things, like learn how to be a good trader, but also like don't go in real heavy, especially in your first several years. Even always, right?
It's not easy.
Yeah.
Because you win in trade, I did it consistently for so long. And then like, you know what? Why don't we do this with different sizes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because there is a different level of emotion when you increase the size.
Yeah. And it changes, like if you're adding to your position because it's going in your direction, it changes your entry price. And so then that changes where you need to adjust your stop. The trade starts to change pretty rapidly when you start getting in heavier, both with your entry price, your average price, where your appropriate stop loss is, what do you do with the targets, then everything changes, not even to mention the heightened emotions. Your heart rate automatically is going to jump several beats per minute.
And it changes the whole dynamic. But we get there.
We'll get there. That's a good problem to have, right? The fact that we're figuring out what levers to put on and we know how to take a good trade. It's a good problem to have.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, David. Do you have any parting words that you think about with your trading journey or tips or?
Just watch for the size you trade.
That's the best one.
Yep.
Thank you so much for your time, David. I really appreciate it. I know you're very busy. You're a wonderful part of our community. And I always appreciate hearing about your trades and your experience on the charts and in life. And so I think we'll all appreciate hearing from you here too. Thank you.
Thank you, Becky, for inviting me to talk.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching this episode and hit me up with any questions. And please, if you have a moment to like and subscribe, it really helps the podcast more than you know. And I'm just trying to fill it out with growing her forward. So thank you, everybody, very much and have a great day. Bye.